What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I want to talk to you about T2. This company has been very popular with a lot of retail investors. I wanted to go over some of the data points, some of the latest updates, and things that you need to know. But first, make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. And with that, let's get right to it. So currently it is down 18.3%, and I think that's kind of normal, a consolidation. Anytime any stock, regardless of the sector, goes up about 40+%, there's going to be some level of profit taking and just consolidation. So that is exactly what's happening today. But it did have a low of around 34.25 cents, a high of around 40, a lot of volume. So 62.7 million shares being traded, 85 is the average, and the market's only been open roughly around 1 hour. There was some pretty good news that did come out today. So it says T2 receives FDA clearance for the T2 Biosystems panel. So when it comes down to me reviewing this company prior to the video, I obviously found a lot of similarities to another company called 𝗖𝗪𝗧𝗛𝗧. So both had a very good groundbreaking technology. Of course, 𝗖𝗪𝗧𝗛𝗧 was more oriented towards pets and stuff like that, but that did bring up some valid questions as far as this, because based on this news, it does look like they can begin immediately selling it to the US market. So questions are that we need to know: how are they going to do that? What is the price point? Is there sufficient amount of demand for that? Because when it came down to 𝗖𝗪𝗧𝗛𝗧, yes, they had an amazing product that kind of decreased the time frame. Similar to this, I believe it's only takes a couple hours versus a couple days that was the previous technology. So this is good, very good stuff for the market, for just the betterment of society. But coming from an investor standpoint, we need to know exactly how they plan on marketing this. So once again, I think that is some stuff for us to kind of keep in mind. But no matter what, though, I do feel that this is a very popular stock because shorts have kind of caused some suppression in it. Of course, in comparison to 𝗖𝗪𝗧𝗛𝗧, that definitely was a meme stock because a lot of people got in with anticipation that there was going to be a short squeeze because shorts really suppressed that. T2, not so much. So I'll give you an overview of some of the data points, starting off with options. So as of right now, within the first 1 hour of the trading day, $39,000 in calls being purchased versus 6,100 in puts. So based on this information, people are anticipating for it to trend up despite the pullback. So that's something just to keep in mind. As far as this, only one transaction has occurred so far today on the secondary market over $100,000, and it was for 283, and it was a buy. And you can tell that based on the bid, the ask, and the selling price. So it was actually over the ask. So something to consider. As far as dark pool, no transactions today over $100,000. Couple yesterday, but dark pool is very much linked to shorting. So I'll give you an overview of that. And just by me bringing this up, as far as shorting, I'm not saying that this is going to be a short squeeze because I know some people do not want this to be considered a meme stock essentially, which I do understand because similar to what happened with 𝗖𝗪𝗧𝗛𝗧, like that got memeified, if that makes sense, or if that's even a word, and it kind of loses credibility of the actual product. So I think when it comes down to T2, if they do not, and if they somehow are able to avoid staying as a meme stock, then I think that will be good for the company. But short score is currently 63, utilization is 84.25%. And as far as looking here, shorts are increasing 2.62 million shares, 6.79% of the free float is being shorted, and 19.23 million shares overall are being shorted. Cost to borrow did open up a little bit higher, so 21.63% is the average, the max being 87%. So when it comes down to it, it's not the most heavily shorted stock, but one thing that I guess is alluring a lot of retail investors is because of, I guess, this aside, there is a lot of naked shorting. So a lot of failure to delivers, which is a good indication of naked shorting, synthetics, and stuff like that. So this is where a lot of people are saying, hypothetically, based on the news and it going up because of that, or as a result of that, that could prompt a squeeze. And just to put it in perspective, as you can see under Interactive Brokers, it does have the latest Morningstar report. And based on that, just the assets alone for the company, the fair market value is around 53 cents. So if you factor in this news that did come out and the potential revenue as a result, then yes, it should be significantly north of around 53 cents. So this is where a lot of people are saying that it could go up, especially if you factor in some naked shorting and a lot of things like that. But as far as some points to really watch for, as far as the technicals go, with it at 38 cents. It is currently above right now this pivot point. So as long as it stays above that, which as of right now it is, it can in theory trend to around the 59-cent mark. So 60 cents. So that's going to be the next strong resistance. Vice versa, this 38, which it is going up right now, is going to be the next strong support. So let me know your thoughts on T2 in the comments below. And have you been buying, selling, holding? What is your take on T2 in the comments below? And as well, if you are looking for a lot of good compiled information such as Morningstar reports, analyst forecasts, take a look at Interactive Brokers, completely free to have all of this information. So just click on the link in the description below and also the comments, and you can kind of take a look at it. But when it comes down to it, like I mentioned, as far as going back over here, as you can see on the pivot points right here, they're kind of wide. So that does mean that there's going to be a lot of volatility. So you just have to anticipate that. So if you are going to get in, anticipate a crazy ride, because that's kind of what's going to happen. So let me know your thoughts on all of this in the comments below, and give yourself a shout out if you have been buying, selling, holding. What is your take on that? And when it comes down to the marketing and the price point of this product, do you know anything about that, or what's your kind of take? Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. And one final thing, take advantage of this also good promo with this broker, Moo. Sign up for an account, throw $100 at it, and you get 5 free stocks. Each stock can be valued up to $2,000. So this is one of the best deals, only up until September the 30th. Link in the description below and also the comments. And with all that said, I appreciate you all watching.